likes for this videos. If we get more than 2,000 likes at this videos, we will upload more patriotic news. Amazing. Trey Gowdy destroyed ex-CIA Director J. Brennan on his testimony. We still can't find any single evidence that President Trump is connected to Russia. Ex-CIA Chief John Brennan this Tuesday appeared in the court to testify before the House Intelligence Committee about the collusion between USA and Russia. South Carolina Representative Trey Gowdy pressed Brennan pretty harsh, which forced him to admit that he doesn't really know whether there was any collusion of President Trump and Russia. John Brennan responded that he had seen some information about connections of U.S. actors and Russians, but denied to confirm that has seen direct links between Russia and President Donald Trump. That doesn't help us a whole lot, Trey Gowdy added. Representative Trey Gowdy asked Brennan if he has seen any evidence of coordination, collusion or maybe conspiracy between our President Donald Trump and Russians. What do you think of this? Share your unthinkable. As the First Lady got off the plane in Saudi Arabia, reporters freak out about what she is wearing. Our First Lady is simply beautiful. It is not weird that she was not asked to wear a headscarf when they visited Saudi Arabia. Russia Today reported about how America's First Lady hasn't been ordered to dress more conservatively during her visit in Saudi Arabia, as women there are usually expected to wear floor-length dresses. So, watch what First Lady Melania does when she gets off the plane. Saudi officials stated that the Riyadh has no demands on a dress code for the visitors, but will accept suggestions. We welcome any style of clothing, said Adel bin Ahmed Al Jubeir, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister. In comparison to Michelle Obama, there was a big difference. She was snubbed by the Saudis and they didn't even shake her hand, the Mirror reported. We are delighted to have a First Lady like her. What do you think of this? Share your seconds ago. Spies exposed working for Democrats now blackmail the same Democrats. We reported on this shocking story a few months ago and promised to update you when new information came out, and it's not good. To recap, Imran Awan and 3 relatives, one with ties to known terror groups, were busted running multiple scams out of Democrat congressional offices. The Muslim brothers have been accused of fraud by getting relatives no-show jobs, for theft of cash and high-end electronics gear they stole and sold on the open market. But as the Daily Caller, who has been doing the heavy lifting on this story, says, the investigation goes way beyond the theft of millions of dollars. The Muslim IT workers had access to everything, all emails, documents, some top secret, of dozens of Democratic members of Congress they worked for. Court records dug up by the Daily Caller show that the brothers owed $100,000 to an Iranian fugitive with direct ties to Hezbollah. Their stepmother claims they made her live under Sharia-like conditions here in the US, and when she blew the whistle on their large and frequent wire transfers to Pakistan, they threatened to send her back to Pakistan, a fate worse than death for a modern woman. It gets worse. The brothers were banned from the computer networks for the Democrats in the House of Representatives after they were accused of illegally accessing congressional computers and transferring data without permission. That's terrifying because secrets could get out, but also because the Democrats, well known for their corruption, could be blackmailed. According to other Democratic IT workers, that is exactly what's happening. I don't know what they have, but they have something on someone. It's been months at this point with no arrests, Pat Sowers told the Daily Caller. There's no question about it, if I was accused of a tenth of what these guys are accused of, they'd take me out in handcuffs that same day, and I'd never work again. Something is rotten in Denmark. Another Democratic IT staffer said, Democrats are saying don't say anything, this will all blow over if we all don't say anything. The Awans had members in their pocket, and there are a lot of members who could go down over this. Let's hope they start with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. According to other Democratic IT workers, that is exactly what's happening. I don't know what they have, but they have something on someone. It's been months at this point with no arrests, Pat Sowers told the Daily Caller. There's no question about it, if I was accused of a tenth of what these guys are accused of, they'd take me out in handcuffs that same day, And I'd never work again. Something is rotten in Denmark. Another Democratic IT staffer said, Democrats are saying don't say anything, this will all blow over if we all don't say anything. The A1s had members in their pocket and there are a lot of members who could go down over this. Let's hope they start with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Shocking famous feminist, we have to create euthanasia vans and go door to door to get rid of the old people. Katie Hopkins, leftist British TV person, was once on Trump's The Apprentice. Lately, she stated that the elders have to be euthanized, for they are a huge burden to society. She considered everything. She stated that we have to make euthanasia vans which would go from house to house and take old people. She stated, we just have far too many old people. It's ridiculous to be living in a country where we can put dogs to sleep but not people. Euthanasia vans, just like ice cream vans, that would come to you home. It would all be perfectly charming. They might even have a nice little tune they'd play. I mean this genuinely. I'm super keen on euthanasia vans. We need to accept that just because medical advances mean we can live longer, it's not necessarily the right thing to do. She also said that people suffering from dementia need to be euthanized because she thinks they only occupy space in hospitals. She stated that their lives have no meaning anymore, due to their condition. Apparently, the reports say that this is not the only case which shows behavior like this from Hopkins. Earlier, she tweeted about people with dementia, Babe, I'm here again, where have you been? Babe, I'm back again. I'm back again, where have you been? Take that dementia style. She shouldn't be even joking about serious stuff like these because one day soon enough, she herself will be an elderly woman with the possibility of having dementia. We would be happy to hear your thoughts and predictions. Breaking OJ Simpson verdict revealed. Breaking news, OJ Simpson is officially a free man. 4 out of 4 commissioners voted to release him from prison, where he is serving time for armed robbery. The first commissioner read a written statement that said, "You've been in prison for 9 years. You have complied with the rules of the prison and acted in an acceptable manner. You have no prior conviction of criminal activity. You are a low risk to reoffend on our guidelines. You have community support and stable release plans. We have heard from you and your victim." He continued, "The question here is whether or not you have served enough time in prison on this case. Considering all these factors, my vote is to grant your parole." OJ was previously acquitted in the murder case for his then-wife Nicole Brown and her lover. The former NFL star will reportedly move to Florida when he is released. He has several children who have remained loyal to him throughout the years and will join him in Florida. We will continue to update this story as more information becomes available. Get ready, O'Reilly drops her bombshell on Fox News. Exactly 2 months have passed as Bill O'Reilly got fired from Fox News, after the appearance of several sexual harassment accusations against him. Now, he returned to the light and let Fox know that they made a huge mistake. The previous week, O'Reilly appeared on a show in Westbury, New York. He announced the truth regarding his firing is soon to be revealed. In the weeks to come, there will be a bunch of news stories that will explain what happened and why it happened. It's pretty grisly. It's pretty nasty. It has to do with far-left progressive organizations that are bent on destroying anybody with whom they disagree, including the president, stated O'Reilly. "I can't really get into depth about why I left Fox and what's going to happen now, because my lawyers are pleading with me, for once in your life, O'Reilly, could you just shut up?" He went on this Saturday. The comments were made during O'Reilly's The Spin Stops Here tour. During his appearance, O'Reilly also announced that he is about to start his own network, a direct rival of Fox. "I am starting my own operation. We are going to do that," he added, revealing that he will be rolling out a beta test for a newscast soon. "We will go into a studio and here it will look like the fact." Back on the Deputy AG, Rosenstein had something to say to Comey again. After Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein composed the atomic memo which caused the firing of James Comey, there have been a lot of allegations. Earlier today, Rosenstein appeared on Fox News and attacked James Comey one more time. He did not focus on his work at the FBI, but rather on the leaking to destroy President Trump. As the host asked him a question regarding the leak, Rosenstein answered, "We take confidentiality seriously, so when we have memoranda about our ongoing matters, we have an obligation to keep that confidential." This is specifically what caused Comey to lose his FBI director position. Comey happened to be untrustworthy and did not abide by the law. But that was not it, Rosenstein went on. Show host McCallum asked Rosenstein if he was worried about special counsel Robert Mueller's longtime friendship with Jim Comey. The Deputy AG sharply said no for now, but if any conflict of interests arises, he will have no problem taking action against them both. We would be happy to hear your thoughts and predictions.